What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of You Know What I'm Saying? I'm your host, Malice Black, and today I'm here with the homie TJ of Club History and the man who keeps this place all squeaky clean and shiny, my boy Tomas. Once again, we're here at Club History Puff Parlor, one of our local vape lounges here in Colorado Springs. And actually one of my favorite places to actually come to is here at Club History. TJ, you want to tell the people, what's good about Club History, what it is about here, tell them a little information on what you got here.
Absolutely. It's been a building that's been in my family now in April, actually going on 30 years. It was a bar for a long time, 24 of the years that we had it, and then long before that. But yeah, as far as a private lounge right now, it's in this movement of trying to create the private lounge with the abilities protected under Amendment 64 to allow people to consume cannabis. It's definitely been a journey so far, but
definitely. I know we talked about it before. Like you said earlier, this place used to be a bar, and now it's a private, marijuana club. How was that transition? What became that transition? What gave you?
I would say several things. I had actually frequented a place that I still like, just haven't seen a new location, the Lazy Lion. Kind of like their setup. They had a couple of old school arcade games in this little hallway when they were off Bijou, and then had other game rooms and stuff like that. But I just liked the idea and the model. I'm like, man, if I could do something like that and not worry about serving alcohol ever again and having to fight someone over cutting them off, or just simple things like that. Oh, you don't have your ID, no, you can't consume. Even if it's an older person that you obviously can see just by the law, they have to have identification on them. Where police could come in and say, especially at a bar, and say, hey, now here's all these tickets.
Right.
So to me, it was that as well. I've struggled with being an alcoholic, and I'm like, if I ran a bar, I wouldn't be able to be here. I wouldn't be able to own it and have other people run it, and that's not good because then you can't monitor correctly. So I saw I saw the opportunity at this and spent a long time trying to figure it out.
Okay. So
spent at least a good year of time and a good amount of money on getting involved in this, because like I said, me being in the alcohol industry professionally all my life, I was a smoker since being a kid. I didn't really know a lot of people in the industry, so it took a while to get to meet growers, people that actually had some concentrates and stuff like that. So the transition, if you're asking, it was hard. I definitely know if I had just went and got a liquor license and obeyed, the structure, that they have for us,
right,
the government structure, because they don't want places like this.
Yeah, that's true.
I would probably have a lot of people, but I know I'd also have a lot of problems. Just dealing with a lot of intoxicated people. I've done it before, and then go out now, years after that I haven't been doing it. It's been 5 years plus now, and I go out to Copperhead and a couple of other places I like, and still they have their scuffles where the people that intoxicated just get that out of control.
And yeah, that's what I do like about these puff parlors. I can say myself, people are honestly too stoned to try to fight each other,
right? Or even really argue. I've noticed, they don't stand there and argue over something. It's more of a debate.
Let's smoke something and talk about it.
It's more of an intellectual thing.
Right. Me and Quan ourselves, we've done events here. Some of the shows you've had here. Can you tell people about some of the events you do and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to start doing a ton more events. We're going to start doing some concerts. We'll see. I'm wanting to work with, Native King came to me and Cypher, Tank Records, about doing something monthly. So I've agreed our first show is this February 18th, so we'll see how that goes. Because I like hip hop. I mean, I'm part of a generation that grew up listening to hip hop.
Right.
And what became the street gangster rap and the actual beginnings of it, the protests,
Right.
you know, talking about what was happening. So I enjoy that. I'd like to see that movement grow. I've seen it growing out here a lot more, because I know there's always been those interpreting bands that play other people's covers, but I'm starting to see a lot more original artists, let me say, that are wanting to do their original work. I'd like to be a part of that.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why me and Quan, we do appreciate, coming out here and doing some of these shows for you. So my next question for you, TJ, I heard about some of these burlesque things, these burlesque shows you have and all that. What's up with that, man?
Yeah, that's something we want to start again. That's originally my goal for this place, was I wanted to be like the sexy 420 place.
Yeah.
Because everywhere else was wanting to be like a bar, bingo and poker and just all the same shit. So I was like, I want to do something different, like, be more of the sexy club and have events more centered towards, ladies and dancers, or just different type of performers, because they do a lot of things. We know people that'll come in and do like LED spinning, because they can't really do the fire or poi or whatnot inside. So we know people that do a number of different things that we've invited for different events.
Some of the shows have been pretty awesome from what I've seen. So my last question for you, TJ, is, tell the people, well, not my last question, but I'm going to ask you, you tell the people why they should come here?
Yeah, I mean, they can come for a great experience, and they're going to have fun. It's going to be friendly. It's going to be, cool and quiet, or we could turn on the system and blast out. I mean, it's pretty much a concert-equipped system that is still just set up and ready. I just don't do a lot of concerts. Did a lot of concerts for a long time, and just you tend to learn to enjoy peace and quiet sometimes.
Definitely.
That's kind of where I am right now. I mean, I want to start doing concerts and having the system rolling again, but for a while there, I could admit I just wanted some peace and quiet.
And if any of you guys are Broncos fans, this is definitely a place to come watch the game.
Absolutely,
especially smokers especially if you're a smoking Broncos fan. Before we end this episode, TJ, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just a shout out to our members and inviting them to come and check us out and some of the new things we have to offer. Like we've got some edibles right now that are not in-house. They're a couple of other companies out there. One of them is Mr. Nice High. Good people. I like them. A shout out to of course, Cornbread Blood and Guts.
Yep.
A shout out to the Wolf and Big Munger. It's kind of hard for me to say his name. Those are cool dudes. We now can accept credit cards. So
cool. You heard that? Got the block square.
Inviting everybody to come out and check out some new things. We're going to be having a ton of new events. Actually, hopefully keep things going with Club 710. I like Rob Tillery. He's another good person. Shout out to him.
All right.
Shout out to AJ Hashman. AJ Hashman's a good guy.
Cool. All right, y'all. This is another episode of You Know What I'm Saying? TJ, thanks for being on the show again, my brother. Tomas, thanks for being out here. Once again, y'all, I'm Malice Black. Quan on the camera. We out here.